You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes. The bonsai bush is thriving in the rich soil. After all the work it took you to get the bonsai bush and plant it here, you want to dig it up again? No way! As you approach the tree, you are so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. After
Na 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 na. Na na na.
the bush seems
Na na. Oops! Hi there. 3 and 3 make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake? One and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bush is here. In the rhyme with disappear.
no one. After after As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the lychee, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic. It's a dead body, artistically laid out for maximum shock effect. Actually, it just happened to fall in that position, but please don't tell anyone.
Go back, or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course? Yeah. Good to see me again, I know. So what do you want? Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. You sure made her mad. She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever. Call me Bonehead. I'm just hanging around like always. Danger? Around here? Nah, must be your paranoia acting up again. This place is as cozy and safe as a coffin. You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though. You mean the hut of brown now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in, if it wants you in. My eye? Not bad at all. I has to admit, you gave me a real gem.
Skulls line the pathway to a most peculiar chicken-legged hut. There can't be many like it. This must be Baba Yaga's hut, last seen in Spielberg.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. Don't say I didn't warn you, but...
It doesn't say much. Skulls line... That would be a good way to get your fingers fried. Sounds tasty.
See you around. You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though. My eye? Don't come back unless you got a reason to be here.
I have made substantial progress with my Frankie since your last visit. With the MESS recalibrated, I was able to focus the initial stimulation and have achieved the first traces of independent muscular coordination. See for yourself. It is not often that ordinary people such as yourself have the opportunity to witness true genius. I expect that you are feeling especially honored just now.
It does. You regale the doctor with tales of your exploits in Tana.
Oh, that sounds like a truly awful land. Primitive conditions, almost no science. That apothecary Salim sounds like someone I should meet. I named Frankie after one of my colleagues who did some preliminary research into tissue reanimation. My success in this experiment will make me one of the premier researchers at this year's scientific ball. The MESS is my patented magnetical electrical stimulation system. With it, I am able to re-establish neuron paths through formerly dead tissue. It also can be a good companion on those lonely Friday nights in the lab. Oh, that is wonderful. I can always use goo in my experiments. Thank you.
Could it be? Has Dr. Cranium at last succeeded in the ancient dream of bringing back life to the dead? Or is this just someone who had a little too much to drink at the Mad Doctor's party last night?
I am looking forward to the successful completion of my Frankie experiment. My first attempt was a bush I dug up in the forest garden. The operation was a great success. Unfortunately, the patient died. I hope to correct that minor difficulty in my new experiment.
One thing you can say about Mordavia is that it is never dull. Be careful out there.
I suppose you heard that the gypsy didn't kill Igor after all. Dmitri has set the gypsy free. No good will come of it. You mark my words. The man was clearly a werewolf. What would you like to know about? They say Nikolai went off to look for Anna for the last time. Maybe they're together again somewhere. As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
You unlock the door to your room and go in. After After After
So, Dmitri says the gypsy didn't really kill Igor after all. Then there's that one about the Easter Bunny.
Wait, you didn't hear? Oh, that foolish gravedigger fell into a grave, and he was trapped by his own gravestone. He's dumber than a styrofoam cup.
Right. It's just lucky for Igor the stranger happened to wander by before he starved to death.
You are all fortunate that the stranger rescued Igor. You would have burned an innocent man. Well, I still think the gypsy's a werewolf.
This is the door. A squeaky voice from beyond the door says, "Trying to break and enter, huh? Well, forget it. I'm the only one allowed to be rude around here." voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Gets you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see you. Nice see you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
The strange comedian you had the misfortune to listen to the other night sits on the bed. He looks at you with a twisted grin. The chicken seems to be made out of rubber. What's rubber, you ask? You also consider how it would taste cooked in garlic.
Hey, welcome into the inn. Pleased to meet you. Sit down, have a seat. Oh, we did that already, didn't we?
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor. Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away. I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try, don't know why, gotta fly, say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic, so I can't tell a joke? Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool. A dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak. Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues. She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned. Putin ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course. Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct. Punny, you should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately. This place is really dead, you know? I've had a livelier audience in a graveyard. What do they know about humor? They think a guy falling into a mud puddle is a major joke, like lots of yucks, huh? Now, a man being tripped into a mud puddle, that's comedy. What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing, and they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before, or you, for that matter. What do I... Nice to see a friendly face around here. Catch you later, Dud. So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling that you're not particularly welcome here.
Hey, look. There's nothing wrong with us.
Yeah, we're okay. We've been tested.
Well, to tell you the truth, I do feel a cold sore coming on.
You know, we don't get many strangers here, now that the pass outside's been cut off.
He's right. We don't trust ones who come here by unknown means.
Yeah, particularly strangers we don't know.
We tend to be kinda suspicious of strangers and...
Yeah, that's why we made a sign that says strangers are unwelcome and unwanted.
Right. And in our own subtle way, we try to get across the fact that we don't like them very much.
Strangers bring bad luck.
Strangers bring trouble.
Actually, the last stranger brought a jester's hat and a staff, but I still don't trust him.
Anything else you want to know, stranger? You know, there's another stranger in town besides you.
Oh, and let me tell you, he is very strange, okay?
Strange. The dude ain't even human.
No one knows how he got here or why he came.
No one knows where he goes during the day, or who he's trying to meet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he tells jokes. At least I think he does.
Yeah, he says he's a real jester.
He dresses like Sonny Bono.
And he acts like a gnome.
He is a gnome, Einstein. Hey, Mordavian nights are dangerous.
Oh, he's right, you know. Nobody goes out at night, except my girlfriend, but she's working.
Her and a few ghosts, and revenants, a wraith, and vampire or two.
Hold it, put it in park. There are no vampires in Mordavia.
Vampires in Moldavia. Whoever heard of such nonsense?
I hate to burst your bubble, but my Uncle Fred was bitten by a vampire once.
Your Uncle Fred's alive and well and retired till Silmaria, hello?
Yeah, I know him. He sends you a postcard every harvest time saying, "Where's my $20?"
Well, he had a miraculous recovery.
You've never seen so many locks and bars on a door.
It is very dangerous in Mordavia at night. We always keep things locked up when it gets dark. I will let you out for now. If you wish to return later this evening, just knock on the door. If you do not make it back by the closing of the inn, may you rest in peace.
The massive gate to this town is securely barred to protect it from things that go bump in the night. You cannot leave the town this way. You cast the aura spell. A gentle glow suffuses your body.
Anna, I found you. Anna!
Nikolai, I've been trying to find you for so long.
I never stopped looking for you, Anna. Never. I love you, Anna. I loved you from the moment you smiled at me. And I will love you for always.
Oh, Nikolai. This time we will always be together.
Forever?
Forever.
The ghostly apparition vanishes. You are deep with... You feel a chill
We came back one last time to thank you for reuniting us.
Yes, thank you so much. Without your help, I would have been lost forever.
I do not know how we can help you. This is the last you will ever see of us.
If there is anything we can do for you, please ask. I have been lost so long. I do not know how I can help you. Perhaps you can talk to my friend Olga. She knows everything that goes on in town.
She married Boris Stovich, who owned the shop.
She did? She is such a lovely girl. I'm sure they are happy together. Oh, Olga will be able to tell you many things about the town. Being a ghost is not bad when you have someone you love with you. I shall never again be lost and alone. Nikolai and I will find our way.
I have not been so happy since the day of our wedding. It seems strange being a ghost. Still, it is better than being an old man who has lost his only love. It has been so long, and I know so little of what goes on today. Still, some time ago, there was talk in town about a stranger moving into Borgov Castle. There was much talk and many rumors about who had moved in. I do not know whether your path will ever take you to the castle, but I do know of a secret passageway to there. My grandfather once told me that there is a secret passage that leads from the Borgov crypt in the cemetery to the castle. It was an escape route for the Borgov family when they were alive. My grandfather... There was some talk of vampires at the time. I do not think anyone in Mordavia was actually killed by a vampire, so gradually the talk faded. I do not think anyone even saw the stranger. We only knew him as the Dark Master. It is an ominous title. You may of course take my hat. I have no further use for it.
Farewell. May you never be lost.
Farewell. May you never be lonely.
The ghostly apparition vanishes. That view. After some... You cast the orb. You feel a chill go through you as you enter the... You cast... You feel a chill go through you as you enter... That feels... You feel it... Up. Up. You feel it... You cast the... No rest. You feel it. take a drink. You take... You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain. The agony of lungs without air, the burning cold of a body trapped in ice, the terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
The days are getting cooler and shorter. Winter is approaching. I know only what legends tell of them, undead which drink the blood of the living. We have always had stories of them here. I have never known anyone here to be harmed by a vampire, that we know of for certain. I am well, and I hope that you are also. I have not spoken of it before, because I know so little. Still, it is very bad luck to speak of it, and the memories of Mordavia are deep. They worshipped it in the monastery, that much I know. The members of the monastery stayed mostly within its walls, but the townspeople feared them. They said the followers were all like madmen, concealed in robes and speaking in whispers. Then one day they were all gone. We heard of the fighting down by the Dark One's cave, of course. No one returned here except for my grandfather. He brought this staff here and said Irana was dead. That is all I know of the matter. I am sorry if I cannot help you more. Be careful and good luck. The town is quiet now, and the rumors are few, except for the ones about you.
This is a little too... You pick up... You straight... Your legs are too stiff and sore to use. Are you kidding? Are you... After... Are you... Are you... Case looks... Are you kidding? After... Your legs are... What? After... There's only a... Are you... 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 You deaf... The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly. The window is locked. You attempt to pick the lock on the Burgermeister's window. A magnificent shield, flanked by two great axes, is the office's sole decoration. You don't dare take the shield. It's much too easily recognizable. The desk is locked. Jackpot! You open the drawer and find a large key, 7 crowns and 15 kopecks. You put the key on your keyring and the money in your coin purse. You have no reason to... You close and lock the window behind you to avoid arousing suspicion. After... You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
You're getting tired. You unlock the door to your room and go...